Dads, what have you learned about what it means to be a father?
A lot of patience.
True.
At first, it's kind of survival mode, so you have to be patient with each other. And then as you get older, as she gets older, it's kind of just being patient with any situation that comes, because at 3.5, I feel like she's turning into a teenager already, and I'm getting manipulated, and it's learning on the fly.
It's fresh for me, 4.5 months. I'm enjoying it though. Every moment's just special.
The most what you could learn, especially with two babies, is patience. My son actually is acting a little older than his age. He's like testing us the whole time. Home, he's the good boy, but when we're out, so he knows that we can't like home you can like punish him, like go to your room or wherever. Outside, you need to be nice. So he knows that. Yeah. So wherever we go, like to the playground or whatever. And he starts like to be the father. He's like, no, let's go. He's like, no, we're not going.
I'm actually doing pretty good because for whatever reason, the little one likes to pick on the mom, and with me, she just hangs out. She knows that
The fun dad.
Yeah, I'm the fun one, and the mom's like, no, you need to sit down, you need to eat, you need to take your nap at this time. And she always gives her a hard time, a pain when she's just with the mom, and then when the mom leaves and she's with me, she's like, how is she? And I was like, she was good, she just hung out
You
with
can't
me.
say that though.
Yeah.
You can't
I always say
that.
it, I rub it in.
It was really tough.
I learned that
It was
one
really
quick.
tough. Yeah.
I say it, and
first
she
couple
gets
times.
so mad.
No,
Or
don't
she
say
fell
that
asleep.
anymore.
She slept through the night when you weren't here.
Yeah.
I was like,
You know, obviously we were joking around that Father's Day is coming up, but it feels like every day is Mother's Day, you know, because they do so much for us. And so
And
when
you
they're
appreciate them so much.
You really do, because they're doing everything. We're obviously we're at work right now, and they're doing everything for our kids, you know, whether it's our daughters or sons. And we go home and we get to be like the fun dads. We get to, you know, it's not as strict for us because they have a routine. You know, that's with my son at least. Everything's like a routine. Like, okay, at this time you do this, at that time you do that.
You know, it starts off right when they're born. I think I didn't know, and everybody says this, I didn't know I could love something so much. From the moment she was born, it's just like I turned into a basket case. Every little thing, every little milestone, you're just so in love with this little girl that nothing else matters, and you just want to be the best role model. You want to be there for her, and you just want to be a dad, you know. And I think it's those things that you come to appreciate, and you appreciate with your wife having, you know, put in so much work as well, and being basically the first few months, it's like all her. The breastfeeding, the napping, and like us working, them taking the brunt of it, and then you know, just being a dad is like so rewarding, and just wanting to kind of uphold that standard and be a role model and be their champion as well.
The moment you get a baby, everything starts to be about that baby. I mean, anything you do, it's just you keep thinking like, before you're like, okay, I'm doing my job, I'm making money, for example, I want to do that, I want to buy the car, now things changed. Like, I'm making money, I need to save money for the baby, I need to do that, he's going to school, I need, you know, like everything you do, you know, get involved with that baby in it, you know, or your kids, how many you have. Even vacations, or when we want to go somewhere, you have to decide where you're going, where that the baby could enjoy, you know, not you.
Yeah.
You know, because like, okay, you can go wherever, Maldives or anywhere you will enjoy it, but you need to find a place that the baby will get, you know, will enjoy that place, will remember that trip. So that's the most part, like, surprised me when I get the baby.
You're professional athletes. You have tons of fans, tons of responsibilities. How is it balancing being a parent in your private life while being public figures? Especially now, you guys are number one in the entire league. Everyone's talking about you. How tricky is it to balance those two worlds?
I mean, it's different. Obviously, we're under the lights a lot as professional athletes. So, especially nowadays with social media, you know, it's a huge aspect of celebrities, professional athletes' lives where they want to see everything, not just on the field, but at home too. So for me, it's just about like a little bit of separation between the two. I don't mind showing a lot of the soccer stuff for me to the fans, but when I get home, it's kind of nice to just be like, all right, your private time, like you're just with your son, you just get to hang out, you get to do things that, you know, normal people get to do, because we're normal people at the end of the day.
You change diapers.
Yes.
100%. Yes.
So right now, I was telling the guys that he thinks it's like a play area now. Like, I put him up there, and all of a sudden he gets the biggest grin, and then he starts wiggling the feet, and then he just starts like rolling. I'm like, whoa, like relax for a second. This is danger zone. Like we gotta be careful here.
It's the middle of the night. The baby's crying. You know he's crying. You know she's crying. Do you pull the I'm asleep and can't hear the cry routine?
I plead the fifth.
That's great. Dude. Oh man, I think we've all done it at some point. It's usually at this point she says either mama or dada. So if it's dada, you're just like
praying.
oh, okay.
Mama,
She
say
said
mama, say
dada,
mama.
it's on me.
If he called you, then it's like it's duty
It's
time.
like
You
pulling
know,
out
you
of a
have to
hat.
go. Yeah,
You're like,
you just
my name got picked this time.